wasn't so successful putting the rear end together last night, so I think I have a way to make it work. We'll see how it goes. That's what we're working on tonight. I want to get these brackets bolted on and an idea as to where I am putting them. And as usual, I'm going to be recording my video as I go. So bear with me as I do that. Get this rolling. Again, it's still kind of hot. At least in here, but we'll be okay, I think. I think I'll be all right. You just got to get this up and running. I'm also a little tired again. Oh, working like a freaking dog today, man. All sorts of power washing. Why it does that? Thank you very much, Tomato. You are the man once again. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for the continued support. Knight in shining armor, that's for sure. Alright. Let me back this camera up a little bit. Let's get this thing started. Alright. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. All right. So I'm having a couple issues putting this rear end on. First off, oh, hang on. Where are my bolts at? That's my lunch. Uh-oh. Problem. Already? Ah, there we go. All right. So I'm having a couple problems getting this thing together. I got roughly $30 worth of stainless steel bolts. These are expensive. Anything. And the biggest problem that I had is I put these in, they don't fit. This rear end is a Yamaha. It's metric, and it takes an 11mm bolt. The only way to get those is from Yamaha. Talk to the dealer. These bolts, about $120 for the pair. I'm not spending $120 for a pair of long bolts. These are more than long enough. Oh, hopefully. But I have a trick. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're definitely going to try it before I do any of that nonsense. So first things first, I got to get that wheel off so I can get it in there. So. Wheel chocks out there. Ugh. Where is my impact at? Oh, it's right there. Definitely tired. deal. Don't worry, I'll make sure you guys see it too. Spacer. All right. Now for my brilliant idea, which I'm not sure how brilliant this is going to be. It's definitely going to be entertaining. Make sure I have everything here that I need. Yep. In the vise. So obviously, I'm going to drill this out, but I need to get it all the way down, and a standard size drill bit is just not going to fit. So what I am going to do, I'm going to start with a bit of the drill. We'll start with a standard size drill bit. This is 29/64, one step bigger than a 7/16. I'm going to get that started. Maybe. Maybe. I knew it was going to fight me. Ow. Yep, gonna fight me hard. Problem is that I wish it was much too small, because if it was much too small, it would actually be easier. The drill bit would go down nicely. Okay. And now for my idea. This is my 7/16 inch bit that is 1 foot long. And yes, you can buy these. And no, they're not cheap. But this might be what I need to get all the way through and make this a 7/16 size long ass bolt hole. Let's see if I hurt myself. So that's probably. That actually wasn't so bad. Of course, the question is, will the bolt actually fit, or did I just waste about $30 in one drill bit? It fits. It actually fits very smoothly. I'm going to try and start it on the other one without using my other drill bit. I'm going to lube it up a little bit though. Oh yeah, I'm going to hurt myself. No, not so bad. Oh no. Hey, that wasn't so bad. Does it fit? Yes, it does. That makes me incredibly happy now. All right, well, let me get both bolts with all my lock nuts and washers and everything else that's supposed to go on this thing. And see how this goes. Of course, I'm missing my nuts. Huh. That's a big problem. Are you kidding me? I had lock washers. I had lock nuts for this thing. And they are MIA. Shoot, man. Alright, well, I can at least get it started. One going on. On my knees. It stopped. Why did it stop? Oh, I didn't do this side yet. No wonder. All right. Ain't no time like dinner time. My slot is just a tad bit too far. I need to even up. I need to fix that. No matter. One slot is a tad too far out. This thing is still hot. My God, are you kidding me? Yeah, that's fine. I'll get that through. Does that go in? Oh, come on, it has to go in. Yeah, that goes in. I think it just needs a little bit of persuasion. And my nuts, where did they go? Man. Alright, well, we're just going to continue on, pretend like I actually know what I'm doing. Okay, that's not working. I need a pin, or how about another bolt? That I'll probably never actually use. There we go. I need you up, sir. Yeah, that'll do her. I still need to find another bolt. See if I can find a temporary replacement. That's not the right bolt. I think I have at least. Nope. Well, shit. guess I'm using this one. Good shape, sir. Oh no. As if I needed another problem right now. These are just like a ½ inch too short. I mean, ow! That's about the only option I got. That's new problem. So I was afraid the bolts were going to be too short, and it turns out they are definitely too short. I can't even get a nut on the other side, let alone get the other plate on. So, man. Hi. Shoot. That's gonna take some brain power that I just don't feel like using today, but I'm kind of in a pickle, so I kind of need to do it now. So, this bolt, which I already feared of it being a little bit too small, but turns out I think they're different sizes. I got one that'll definitely, not definitely, that might work. I'm an idiot. I have one that might work. Now, nice thing is, I made these bolt holes pretty tight. So I know these are gonna fit. Oh, I don't know anything. How come this one is so much smaller? Ow! Oh, it's not. It's riding on the... Is it hitting the weld there? It is. So on the one side, it's picked up about 1/8 of an inch. Good thing I got this carbide bit. Where's it hitting? What's hitting between there and there? Gotta take some of that out. Ow. Get out of there. piece of metal stuck on my finger somewhere. I can feel it. I just can't seize it. Is that it? I don't know. I'll get it later. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right, so are these the same size? Yes. I do have one side that is just a little touching the weld. That's starting to bother me now. Where is it? All right. Well, it's a welding cap. They look weird to people who aren't used to seeing them, such as people who don't pipe weld for a living. I don't pipe weld either, but I just got, not anymore at least, but I got so used to wearing the hat that I can't put a hood on without them. It feels weird. All right. So I've got to modify this a little bit. Go. Maybe that's better? I don't know, there's only one way to find out. Because the next problem is going to be how am I going to bolt these on? Because like I said, the only way I could find the bolts, these are the only bolts that I could get that'll fit the way I want to fit. So I got to make them work somehow. Yeah, it fits better. Yep, that's better. Okay. How much we got sticking out the bottom here? Fuck, that's still not enough. Oh, am I comfortable shaving this down to 3/16 of an inch? That's the real question. Oh, that's still not going to be enough because I need to get a bolt. Oh, God. I'm half tempted just to get some all thread and just make it work that way. I don't want to do all thread. Damn it. Oh, stop the recording before I piss myself off. Oh, what do I do? Shit. Well, let's get online and see what I can find. How long are these? These are 6 inches long. So I need 6.5. Oh, I really thought these were gonna work. So I need, there's 6 inches. I need another. Oh, 7/16 by 14 by 7. 25 of them for $34. Oh, they are grade 5. I'm not doing grade 5. I am gonna do grade 8 or 10. Let's see. Material. I'm either going to do stainless or I'm going to do grade 10. Let's do grade 8. Let's do class 8. Grade 8, that's 5/16. I need 7/16. That must be a weird size. Length. Of course. What about class 10? Length. So I need a 7-inch bolt. I need 170-ish millimeters. Oh, 180. There's 180s. Okay, what size though? It's M12. That's a 14. You see, I knew this was gonna be tough. God damn. I'm gonna kill him. Damn it. I really thought that was gonna work. I don't understand why the 6-inch bolts aren't working. All right. Length. I want inches. 7 inches. grade 8. What size we got going on? 7/16. Hex screw 7/16 by 7. Oh boy. Yep. They ain't cheap. And they ain't gonna be quick either. Not really much of an option though. $30 for, oh man. All right, well, I'm gonna make something work to make this video keep going because I'm running a little more behind than what I wanted. Great. Let's, how quick can I get them here? Pack of them. I don't need a 25 pack, I literally need a 5 pack. How many are in here? I hope that's a 5 pack. Sure. Fastest delivery. Sure. So I'm not going to get them until Thursday. No, let's just, I don't have a choice. It's going to be what it is. All right. All right, new bolts coming that are actually the right length. These are 6 inches. I need another 3/8 plus another 1/2 inch. So I need another inch, more or less. More of my story. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be what it is. Okay. Well, we're going to continue on regardless. I don't have a choice. Oh. often use hardware store stuff, but no, I gotta order special bolts for them to fit properly. Well, time to move on. So I need a couple regular 7/16 bolts, for which I have a handful. These are 3/8. No, they'll work for lineup purposes. Okay, well that didn't work. How am I going to line this up now? Oh, I got a bar. Oh, I know the size. 7 inches. Yeah. I just use a piece of all thread just to line it up for now, and we'll get bolted on later. I don't have a choice. I don't like it. I don't like it. There. I guess we'll hit record. Where did my remote go now? Well, talk about a downer. So the bolts that I had to secure the rear end to my brackets don't fit. They're too short. So now, instead of spending $25 on some stainless bolts, I had to buy the bolts that actually fit to this rear end, and they are $40. So, lucky me. So I'm going to put this rear end back together, put the tires back on it, and I'm going to set it up. And instead of using bolts, I'm just going to use some rod stock, round stock, to line it up. And then I'll have to bolt it together sometime next week, which I was not looking for. frustration is setting in quickly tonight. I'm tired. I don't feel like dealing with this crap. Up. Something like that. Now, first thing I gotta do is I gotta figure out where I'm putting the camera, because it's hard for you guys to see what I'm doing. Oh, I'm so deflated now. I'm annoyed. Hi. Okay. So I'm going to line this up to the best of my abilities and figure out where I need to go, because I'm going to need to cut these plates, because they are definitely too long, which is, of course, on purpose. Quarters, 2 and a half there. What was that? 2 and 9/16. To 11/16. Yeah, well, I'm not splitting any more than that's about a 32nd of an inch off. Whatever. Go with tangents at 8 inches. And go with tangents at a little more than 8. Seven and 3/4. All right, 8. Oh. 7/8. Still. 8. 8-ish. Yes, this is the long part of this whole thing. And trust me, I am just as annoyed at this part as you are. Oh, of course. It's not even close to level. Fuck. That was heavy. Balls are sticking together. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm running out of time. This takes forever. It's gonna be what it is. That's about the best I'm gonna get it. That's perfectly level. That is just not in any stretch of the imagination. Whatever. We're gonna go with it anyways. All right. I need to measure from the center of that thing to the back end. Oh, I need to cut a 3/8 plate as well. That gives me more work for myself. All right, you know what? Before I get any further, we're taking the seat out. I must have already knew this was coming out because it ain't bullet. Oh, or it shook it loose from excitement. See, this is right here. My brain is not on it today. Brain hasn't been on it. What the hell am I talking about? I'm tired. I'm gonna be awake right now. I'm gonna go to sleep, but I really need to get this done. Okay. You know, this is what causes me to lose motivation pretty quickly, is just these little details that end up taking a lot of time. Like, I love doing projects like this, don't get me wrong, but when I hit details like this that have to be right, I really just want to throw it together and say, good enough. But with a rear axle, I can't do that. Like, this has to be right. And my OCD, if it's not right, it's gonna drive me insane. I was gonna say my, not really OCD, it's more like ADHD. But still, all right. Well, now I got a lot of room to work. Now I can do some measuring. I should have made a plate for this. God, why did I not even think about it? I don't want to make that much noise today. I completely forgot about this plate that I was going to make. I was so busy power washing the house and cleaning up. I totally forgot. What's going on? I'm glad you tuned in. I'm losing my patience very quickly. It's 11 o'clock at night. I don't want to make a ton of noise. I am going to, well, hell, let's just put these on. Let's put these on. These plates definitely have to go in here. For now, I'm just going to use these as, oh fuck, I made those the right size, didn't I? Let's cut them down a little bit. Oh no. Oh, they pass by, barely, but they pass by. All right. Just stay there for the love of God, just for a second. Okay. It's gonna be tougher than I thought. hook on now? Seriously? Stay there for a second. Trim this one down. There we go. There. That helps me out a little bit. These plates are much larger than they need to be by a lot. But they're going to sit on something like that. Yeah, something like that. It's like this one plate's a little off, but you get the picture. The nice thing is that it looks like it's actually canted up a little bit, so I can put slots into it so it'll fit. And I'm also going to brace it with 2 more pieces of pipe in here, I think. Let's, with my pen, I'm gonna mark it. Right there. Four and 5/8. All right, so I'll take these back off again. All right, so I have these marked. Now I'm going to cut in some half circles for them to fit in properly. Which means I'm gonna have to tack them together again. Oh, today's a day I don't want to. But I have to do this. I'm slacking. I am slacking. I'm not motivated. I'm not motivated today. I wanted this just to slap together and go. And now that it's not, I just want to quit. I can't do that though. All right. Let me hook my welder up. Hook my welder up. First I'm gonna take these back off. I gotta line them up. I gotta cut through them again. I already knew I had to do that. I don't know why I'm even surprised. No. Dose. We tack these back together. Make sure they're lined up. Make sure I'm plugged in. Cutting. Well, that doesn't line up. That does. Kind of. Put it right there, right there. Take some of my routine roll up sleeves because I'm crazy. My hood, where the hell it went. Shit in this space. Enough for now. That'll hold it so I can get some hole drilled in it. Couple particular reasons. One, stick welding has a much higher penetration with lower amperage. Two, I've done stick welding my entire life. Three, my name is Stickman Fab. And four, because it's simple. Matter of fact, the whole frame that I did all that in flux core. But probably the rest of this is going to be stick welded. If I were to be a bet man, we'll see. All right. Now I need my Well, that's not gonna work. By George, it's on too tight. Got it. Now I gotta put my 1 3/8 on. Okay. Oh, I guess you want to see it, huh? I'm tired. tired of today, because today is fixing to be a long day. I'm already out here, so I might as well. Fuck 'em. All right. Marked it. Hopefully this works. Otherwise I'm in deep doo-doo. I have to take my time, make sure this drill bit doesn't deflect any. Like that. Damn it, now I screwed it up. I was afraid of that. Oh crap. Push right outside. Oh. Right on the fucking side. Shit. That's not what I wanted to happen. Ah, I was so close. It pushed me right on the fucking side. I might get lucky. I might get lucky. I may not have to actually notch that side, because it's got to go up at an angle, and it might be just enough of an angle. We'll see. I gotta cut this side off though. So with any luck, this will sit here right in there like that. This will I mean, yeah, it's a little low. That's a little low. That's a lot of low. I could just slap the pipe. Much as I don't want to, I could. We're gonna leave that for another time. It's time for me to go to bed. Unfortunately, this is the parts of a build that most other channels don't show because it's time consuming and boring. However, my whole point of this channel is to show everybody, you know, what you can expect from doing this stuff yourself. So I'm going to show you everything. Now, in my edited videos, probably not. I'm probably going to skip through a lot of this stuff. But if this is something you're interested in doing in your own garage, you know, consider subscribing and watching these live videos. These live videos give you a lot of access that you otherwise wouldn't. Now, I was going to do a subscription package, which I was kind of toying around with as far as the idea, and nobody bit. So I just abolished it and said, well, I'm just going to show you guys anyways. I understand why nobody did a subscription package. Nobody feels like they should have to pay, and I understand that. So I'm not going to make you. There is no subscription. If you want to subscribe to support, feel free. You're not going to get much extra. If you are a subscriber and you pop up on the live videos or you make a comment on anything, I'll make sure that I am the first one to answer you. That's for sure. But as far as like special perks or like a blog or, you know, behind the scenes, I can't offer that. The point of this channel is to show you the behind the scenes, to show you the fabrication stuff, to show you all of this stuff so you know how to do this in your own home. That's the whole point. Hello, sir. So, with that being said, thank you everybody for watching. Please stay tuned for more. It does get better. I've gone through the majority of the fabrication, as you can see. What I have left to do as far as the roller is concerned is doing the detail work. And unfortunately, the detail work is boring and time consuming. I wish it was different. I really do, because you're probably just as bored watching it. Or maybe you enjoy watching the real struggles. And yeah, but I'm pushing really hard to get this into a roller so I can get it out of here for now, because starting the end of next week, I'm going to start traveling, and I really want to have my garage dialed in and things put away, and some of my other little projects that I have to get done, so I don't have to worry about them when I come back. I got a couple places. Oh, that's a blister. I haven't had a blister in I don't know how long. A couple places that I need to go. I've started a new full-time job as a welding inspector for a pipeline company. So the nature of that job is traveling a lot. They're gonna try and keep me home as much as I can, but you know, it's just not the reality of it. But stay tuned because I'm still gonna do lives at night. I still plan on showing you guys different things. I can't really show you too much about my job. I'm not even gonna disclose who I work for or what I'm doing, but I'll show you what I can when I can, if that helps. Damn, that thing hurts. That's a freaking blisters. Oh, bitch. I'm gonna hit him. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Tomato, if you're still on, thank you again. If not, I'm sure you'll see this. You watch all my stuff. But I'll see you later.